NASCAR Cup Series qualifying is officially concluded from Circuit of the Americas, and Tyler Reddick has won his first pole of 2025. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. As I just said a second ago, NASCAR Cup Series qualifying is officially concluded from Circuit of the Americas, and Tyler Reddick has won his first pole of 2025. This is very, very impressive considering when you look at the practice speeds, the 2311 racing cars and the Toyotas especially were way down on the board. Tyler Reddick was 16th, I think Bubba Wallace like 25th or 30th, and Riley Hurst is down on the bottom of the board, but the 2311 racing cars had their car set up for qualifying, and they came to play and showed really great pace and speed. We know Tyler Reddick is a really, really good road course racer. I just wasn't expecting after practice for Tyler Reddick to be the fastest car in qualifying considering how quick the Chevrolets were. But really impressed with Tyler Reddick. First pole 2025. I think Reddick will have a car capable of going to victory lane. We'll have to see if their long race speed is there because they weren't as strong on the long run as they were on the short run, especially in qualifying. But I'm very impressed to see Tyler Reddick get that first pole of 2025. I think he has a good chance and opportunity to win. He's looking for his first win since Homestead last year where he made that impressive move on the outside to get the lead on the white flag. Reddick really showed up and did a really good qualifying lap. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick on winning his first pole 2025. I think we'll have definitely a car to be one to watch out for. The 2311 racing cars really came to play. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick on getting his first pole of 2025 in the NASCAR Cup Series this season. So we're going to talk about the notable and top qualifiers and then talk about some of the qualifying format. So Tyler Reddick wins the pole. Bubba Wallace qualifies second. I'm going to be honest, Bubba Wallace followed Tyler Reddick to a second place qualifying run. Very impressive Bubba here, considering Bubba Wallace, well, he's improved on road courses over the last year or so. He is not historically the best road course racer. To get on the front row, really impressive to speed from the 23 team. I know he spun out during practice, which he's going to have to work on that, but I think Bubba Wallace could have one of his better road course runs. He's ran and qualified really well at COTA in the past, so it wasn't a shock and surprise to me, but to see Bubba Wallace qualify on the front row, very impressed. He's got a chance and opportunity to get that first win of 2025. Chase Elliott qualified third. Considering he struggled in the first time he got on the track, he missed one of the corners, I'm pretty sure, had to go back out. The qualifying third place, really good to see Elliott qualify up front. Elliott has not won a road course race in the next-gen era, so he's looking to get that done tomorrow. He'll be starting inside the top 5 in third place. Really good job by Chase Elliott. Carson Osbar qualified fourth. At one point, I thought Carson was going to win the pole. It looked like he was going to get it done, which I believe would have been Spire Motorsports' first pole as an organization, coming off finishing runner-up, of course, last week at Atlanta, though there was some controversy around it. We'll talk a little bit more about that this week. Really impressive to speed from Carson. He'll be starting in fourth place tomorrow. Of course, he'll run the Xfinity Series race later today. He'll be starting inside the top 5. Daniel Suarez qualifies fifth. Really big confidence booster for the number 99 team, considering the fact that Suarez, we all know, is in a contract year with Trackhouse Racing this year. He needs to run really well because obviously it's one of his last opportunities to really show it. You could tell his confidence was shot last week at Atlanta. I love the speed from the 99 team today. He'll be starting in 5th position. Shane Van Gisbergen qualifies 6th. I'm going to be honest, I expected SVG to be a little bit higher up on the board, but the second group had such a big advantage compared to the first group, which I think really affected Shane. He had a really good car on the long run, though. I think he will be up there contending for the win tomorrow. He starts a little bit farther back than I expected, but still qualifying inside the top 10. Still some good speed from the number 88 team. I expected more from him, though, but he'll be starting in 6th position. Kyle Larson qualifies 7th. Larson looked really good in practice earlier today, made some mistakes, but he'll be starting inside the top 10 tomorrow. Larson's had some hit or miss runs at this track, had some mistakes he's made, been taken out of some races, but he'll have a chance to run up front looking for his first win in 2025. He'll be starting in 7th. Kyle Busch qualified 8th. Really good job for Kyle. This is a track where he's ran historically very good. He finished runner-up a couple years ago and also finished in 9th position despite getting spun out by Christopher Bell. He'll be starting in 8th position. Good job for Kyle Busch, qualified inside the top 10 in 8th. Ross Chastain qualified 9th. Solid speed from Chastain. Gonna have a little bit of work to do to get up there to contend for the win, but Chastain, I think, will be a factor before the end of the race tomorrow. He'll be starting inside the top 10 in 9th place. And Todd Gillen qualified 10th. Impressive to speed from the 34 team, was really far down on the board. He'll be starting inside the top 12 in 10th position. Denny Hamlin qualified 11th. Pretty impressive considering how far back the 11 team was in practice. They were 33rd and 34th from practice, so definitely the second round advantage really came into play. He'll be starting 11th place tomorrow afternoon. AJ Allmendinger qualified 12th. Allmendinger's just been struggling this week, and yes, he's had good overall speed, but he's been struggling a little bit in practice this weekend, unfortunately. He'll be starting a little bit farther back in 12th position. Ty Gibbs qualifies 13th. Connor Zilisch qualifies 14th. He will start inside the top 15 in his debut. Zilisch, I do think, has a better car than where he qualified. He was very impressive in practice, had one of the strongest cars in practice. He had a really good car in the long run especially, and tire fall-off really looked really good for him. He's, of course, looking for his first Xfinity win of the year. He'll be starting inside the top 15 in his debut. I do think Zilisch will be up there contending for the win tomorrow. He'll be starting in 14th. Gonna have a little bit of work to do in his debut, but to qualify inside the top 15 in his debut, pretty impressive. William Byron qualified 15th, struggled a little bit in practice till the end, and struggled a little bit in qualifying as well. We'll have some work to do tomorrow. Micah McDowell qualifies 16th. Noah Gragson starts 17th. Chase Briscoe qualifies in 18th. Chris Bell, a little disappointed in his speed, to be honest. He qualifies in 19th. Zane Smith qualified 20th. Alex Bowman, who I think had one of the strongest cars in practice, he'll be starting all the way back in 21st. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. qualified 22nd. Logano will start 23rd. Chris Buescher, one of the stronger road course racers in the field, he'll be starting back in 24th. Ryan Blaney will start 25th. Brad Keselowski 26th. Austin Dillon 27th. Ryan Preece qualified in 28th. Justin Haley 29th. Cole Custer qualified 30th. Riley Herbst, who had his time disallowed at one point, starts in 31st tomorrow. Eric Jones qualifies 32nd. John Henry Nemechek qualified 33rd. Ty Dillon qualified 34th. Josh Berry qualified 35th. Austin Rick, really disappointing the speed from him. He'll be starting 36th. Cody Worth 37th and in last position. Before talking about the overall thoughts, I gotta say, if there's any changes that I'd like to see to the format, is I think they do need to bring back the second round for the road courses. I was fine getting rid of the second round for all the other tracks except the super speedways, but I think for the road courses, you honestly need to have that second round because group number 2 had such a bigger advantage compared to group number 1. I mean, guys like Allmendinger and SVG are starting farther down, and there were guys up there that probably shouldn't have qualified up there, to be honest, like Denny Hamlin qualifying 11th. There's no reason he should have gone from like 30 for 31st up to 11th. And that they had that second round and had the opportunity to go to a second round, it could have given those guys in group number 1 an advantage. And just group number 2 had such a big advantage compared to group number 1 that it hurt a couple guys that probably should have been up there or fast in practice, like Shane Van Gisbergen and Alex Bowman, and even some of the guys in the back of the field that probably should have been a little bit farther up in the field. But other than that, I think for qualifying, you look at who are the strongest cars out there going in the race tomorrow. The Hendrick cars, they're really strong. Trackhouse cars, really, really quick. I expect the Trackhouse cars to be some of the biggest threats to win, despite the fact that some of them are starting a little bit farther back tomorrow. They probably should be. I think you'll see the Trackhouse cars up front. I'm not sure if the 23XM racing cars are going to maintain that speed they had. Same with other guys in the field. Kyle Busch showed some really good speed in practice at times as well. But I look for all the Hendrick cars and the Trackhouse cars and the Chevrolets especially to be really quick in the race tomorrow. Overall, thought the qualifying session was fun. So, that is going to be it for reactions to NASCAR Cup Series qualifying from Circuit of the Americas. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List goes below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. What are your thoughts about Cup Series qualifying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Tyler Reddick on winning his first pole of 2025. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In a couple hours from now, you're going to see reactions to NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Circuit of the Americas. Tomorrow on the channel, you're going to see the starting lineup video for Circuit of the Americas, and you're also going to see the race review as well. And there might be a Shane Van Gisbergen video if it doesn't end up winning the race. And then, of course, on Monday, there'll be a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. And we should have some other content dropping, including potentially my 4,000 subscriber special that should be dropping really, really soon. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content, other motorsports content on people like Haley Deegan, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Cletus Afaro, Matt DiBenedetto, Kyle Busch, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Eric Almirola. All that stuff will be coming on the channel as well in the coming days and the coming weeks as well. So anyway, guys, I'll see you there for some more fun and great content. Take care, everybody.